Right. Is that
Right.
better for
Yeah.
anybody? So you wrote on
Right.
there, I think
Yeah.
that's where we were, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So it was set up by the water industry, and it's to provide a web service that makes it easier for landlords to send water companies the information they need as to who is responsible for any charges in their properties. It's available 24/7. It's easy to use. It's also free to use. It's secure and it's GDPR compliant. And it enables the billing and collection arrangements to be established shortly after the tenant occupies. So why is it necessary? We want to make water bills more affordable and support our household customers. And they've done some research, and in excess of 80% of the outstanding debt for water and service charge across the industry is due from occupiers of tenanted properties, largely because the tenants' details are not known to the water companies. Debt on rental properties is 5.3 times higher than debt on owner-occupied properties, and this can lead to up to £21 to the average bills for all customers, including those who are vulnerable and struggle to pay. And late notification of tenant details can lead to late billing and a build-up of debt, which is particularly challenging for vulnerable customers and those who struggle to budget. It also provides a basis for landlords to be seen as helping tenants avoid personal debt. So what happens is you log into the Landlord Tap portal, you put all your details on, that goes to their central system, and then they send the information to the relevant water company. So you could have properties in Northumbrian Water area, or Yorkshire area, and you just use the same Landlord Tap, and then they send it to the relevant water company. I was going to talk about API, but it's mainly for big companies, and it's added software to their computer system, and it costs money to do, so I don't think that is relevant. So it is available, but I don't think it's relevant tonight. Okay, so who uses it? So private and corporate landlords who own their own properties, be this a single property or a large portfolio, managing agents who look after tenanted properties on behalf of third-party owners, housing associations, local authority housing departments, and more recently, organisations who assist customers who are moving house and have agreed to inform all the utilities. So we get information from companies like I Am Moving or Help the Move, where people put their information through the portal. So at the moment, over 40,000 landlords are using the system, and we currently receive approximately 600 transactions per day, 7 days a week. So that's all of the water companies in England and Wales. So the benefit for the landlord, so it minimises time and costs associated with the provision of information. So it's free to use, it's available 24/7, it's easy to use, it's secure, and it's GDPR compliant. There's the API again, so you can link it to your own system. It avoids any need for landlords to use different systems for different water companies, avoids the need for landlords to identify the water company, allows meter readings to be submitted. It reduces the risk of tenant debt and consequently that rent may not be paid. Reduces the risk of landlords being held responsible for charges. Our policy at Northumbrian Water is we would not charge a landlord for a void period. So it's really important that you let us know that you own that property, and we wouldn't bill you for a void period if you can just keep us up to date. If it's empty for 90 days, we would send you a letter. If it's still empty, just let us know, and we'll just update our system, and we wouldn't send you a letter for another 90 days. I'm not sure if that's the same for all water companies, but that's definitely our policy. And there's a help desk support available at LTAP as well. So benefit for tenants, so it means that the right person is accurately billed at an early stage. We can assist people with payment arrangements, so we can set up payment plans for them. They can pay by direct debit, they can pay online, we can send them a plastic card. It provides ability to support vulnerable customers as well, and it reduces the average charge for all customers. So compliance, it was developed alongside discussions with the Office of the Information Commissioner, and it's compliant with GDPR. And on the website, it does have terms of use for landlords, privacy policy, and privacy frequently asked questions. So at our at Northumbrian Water, we do have a dedicated landlord team. So the email address is landlords@nwl.co.uk if you want any more information. Or we do have a hunt group number, which is 03458506421. Just to let you know, most of us are working from home at the moment. I'm working in the office a couple of days a week, but we will get back to you as soon as we can. Now, Landlord Tap, I got some of the information from Landlord Tap, and they were quite willing to give them their email address out. But if you go onto the website, there is a help button on there as well, a help desk. Okay, anybody got any questions about that? I could see on the chat while I was speaking that some people do already use it, and I'm pleased that they find it useful and they enjoy using it. Okay.
Hi, I just wanted to ask a question if that was all right, just for share.
Yeah.
Does this work for people who don't actually have a meter as well, you know, where they've got an account rather than a meter?
If it's your own personal account, it's not Landlord Tap. You'd have to go on ours. This is just basically for landlords to tell us tenants are in the property, so it doesn't matter whether it's got a meter or not. It's any property that a tenant is in. Yeah,
because I know you said you could do meter readings, but if somebody's just got an account, would you just provide the start date of the tenancy?
Yeah. Yes. Right. It's just when it was first launched, I don't think you could put a meter reading in, so we've had a bit of a revamp a couple of years ago. So they've well, last year, so you can just add more information, so you can put a meter read in, so we are billing accurately on that read.
And sorry, just another question. If you've got existing tenancies, could you go on and say, well, this person's been in there for like 2 years or something?
Yeah, you can. If you've got a few, you can put it on a spreadsheet. You can actually download the spreadsheet, and the system will just put that through to us, and we'll just update our system. Or you can do it individually. You can do it, you know, when tenants move in and are out, or you can do it with an existing tenants. You can just put the move date in. So even if it was 5 years ago, we'll just make sure that they are responsible, but we'll add your details as the landlord.
Right, great.
Does that answer that question? Yeah,
that was my questions. Thanks.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions for Helen while she's on? There you go. Well, I know Rosemary and Anne are already fans of LTAP, so
yeah. So there's just a couple of more slides. Is that okay? Yeah.
Just going to say any questions. I thought you would.
Yeah. So there's if you go on the next slide, please. I feel like Chris Whitty. Next slide, please. So there's priority services and water efficiency. It's for landlords, but it's also for tenants. Excuse me. So on our website, we have got a lot of information for landlords. We've got a dedicated page, and it has got the Landlord Tap link on there and how-to videos, but we also provide priority services. Now, this is for anyone. So it's just for people, you know, who need a bit of help, a bit vulnerable. So if they need large print bills, or they need, they have small children and we're going to turn the water off, if we put them on the priority services register, we will go and tell them. So it's really important that, you know, people are on this priority services and they do get extra help if they need it. Okay, do you want to just go to the next one? So we can also set a password just to guard against bogus callers. We can deliver water to customers during emergency interruptions to supply if they can't get the water stations. Arrange for information to be sent in braille, large print, audio or easy read. Send help to check the water supply is running clear if we're working in the area. Allow extra time to answer the phone or door if mobility is a problem if we're going to read the meter. And contact our telephone translation service if we need it, and also accept calls from Text Relay, which is a service for the deaf and hard of hearing. Okay, so if you do have any tenants who are vulnerable, please ask them to register with us. And I just wanted to touch on water efficiency. It's a big thing at the moment. It's not unlimited, and we need to be aware of what we use and reducing what is wasted where possible. So saving water saves money and energy. So by reducing the amount of water we waste, we can reduce the amount that we spend on bills. And we've got a really strict target that we're working towards. So at the moment, per person, we use 140 litres of water per day. and we're trying to reduce that to 118 litres per, it says property on there, but it's per person per day by 2040. So we need everybody's help to do this. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's just a little graph of what water. So the most water is used in the shower. So I know we've got some water efficiency packs where there's a timer, which is great if you've got, I know, teenagers in the shower for 20-40 minutes. So it's just a bit of an example of where we can save water. Do you want to do the next one? Thank you. So how can we, it says me and my tenants, sorry, I got this from somebody else. It should say how can everybody save water. So, and understand how you use water on a daily basis and use tips to help. So you can go on the website and it'll give you some tips. So do you shower for 5 minutes or less? Do you leave the tap running when you're brushing your teeth? And a big one is check your toilets for leaks. I know when I was working in the call centre, we used to get a lot of queries on that, and it was the dual flush toilets. Sometimes they were leaking. Install water saving products, including DAPs, tap inserts, shower heads, system replacement devices, universal plugs, hose guns, and much more. And you can get a free water saving kit. Again, you need to go on the website and order one. Install a water butt to catch free water. And there's a water usage calculator online as well. Okay. That's it from me. So is there any questions on water efficiency? Our website has got loads of more information if anybody wants to go online and have a look about priority services, water efficiency, and as I said, LTAP and affordability.